Good morning to everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about how to create a VLAN connection, right? Virtual LAN connection. So far we have seen LAN connections possibly through physical wire, right? So physical connections. In this video we are going to discuss about how to create a virtual LAN, right? So virtual LAN through the provisions available in the Cisco routers, right? So fast Ethernet ports, fast Ethernet interfaces of switches designed in Cisco routers Cisco switches are offered with VLAN connections, and we are going to configure the separate VLANs. The main purpose of VLAN is to restrict the informations within the certain department. Even though, for example, if an organization have 4 to 5 departments in the organization, and of course it belongs to the same organization, but there should not be any communication between, even though all the devices connected to one common switch, but the communication between two departments is not permitted. So that is why we create VLANs, right? So VLANs, that because it may be physically it may be connected through all the switches, all the systems are connected to one single switch, but communications should not be performed between two departments, right? So that is why we create virtual LANs only for those departments within the organization, right? So this is almost like a subnet, right? So let's discuss how to perform VLAN simulations, right? So let's have a set of so I have 3 PCs. I have 3 PCs. Let's take all these 3 PCs belongs to one single department. Let's have 4 departments in one single organization, right? We are going to create a virtual LAN between in the same organization for the devices connected in a single switch, right? Okay, so I need a switch. One switch connecting to all the devices. Okay, let's arrange like this so that it will be easy for us to let's connect all the devices to the switch. So it takes fast Ethernet connection. Right, so let's create a nice structure for this. Okay, so this is let's draw a logical diagram so that it will be easy for us to separate each network. Let's take, this is one network, one department, this is another department, let's create this is another department. So there are 4 departments here. So let's give some color. Okay, no need of this. we'll go for naming of this lands. Okay, we'll place the placeholder here. This is VLAN. Let's take HR department. This is VLAN tech department. This is VLAN sales department. This is VLAN of stock department, right? So let's have 4 major VLANs, right? So all the VLANs are separate department, and all systems here are belongs to same organization, but we have a separate LAN for communication, restriction of communication between these devices, right? Before that, we'll assign the IP address for this. So we'll start with 192.168.0.1. We will copy this so that it will be easy for us to configure all the systems. Yes, it is 2. Here it is 3. Here it is 4. Here it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are all the IPs of this each individual PC. Let's configure this IP to each system. So we'll start from 0.1. Okay, here. So IP address, default gateway is not required. So 2. 3, 4. This is 0.5, and this is 0.6. This is 0.7. This is 0.8. This is 0.9. So let's understand this context again. So all these PCs belongs to one organization which are connected through one single switch, right? And there is a separate department. Here it is. This is nothing to the HR department. This is nothing to the technical department, and this is a sales department, and this is a stock department. So even though all the systems connected through all the systems belongs to one single organization, but there should not be any communication between departments. So there is a restriction is needed. So that is why we create a VLAN for the systems of same department, right? So we are creating a virtual LAN. Creating a physical LAN for a separate department is not necessary, right? Because all the systems are of same organization, but there is a information exchange that should not happen between departments. That's why we create a virtual LAN which doesn't need any cost related aspects. So this can be easy, and through logical connections we can able to have a virtual LAN, right? So that is what the ultimate aim of this creation of virtual LAN provisions, right? So let's go for the next step. So all the IP address are assigned. So let's go for communications, so that you can able to clearly understand the purpose of this VLAN. So I'll uncheck. I want only ICMP package. Okay, let's try to perform communication between the departments. Now I haven't defined anything, so communication now it will take place. So it reaches switch, from switch it reaches the sales department, and it receives the acknowledgement, and the acknowledgement will also be sent to the source. So now between departments communication is taking place, right? We don't want that to happen, so that's why we go for a creation of virtual LAN, right? Okay, for creating a virtual LAN you need to go to your switch, and you need to go to your CLI. So enable config terminal, config T. So what needs to be done is you need to create a VLAN, right? So VLAN, so the VLAN name of the VLAN, VLAN 2 needs to be created. We will always have a VLAN 1, so we'll start from VLAN 2, and you need to give the name of the VLAN. So VLAN name is HR, right? And we'll exit. So we'll create one more VLAN 3. So name of the VLAN is tech, and we'll have one more VLAN called VLAN 4. Our name of the VLAN is sales. We'll have one more VLAN called VLAN 5. The name of the VLAN is stock. So we have totally 4 VLANs, right? So let's go for assigning of interfaces. Let's see the interface names. Connections are here. So let's see, 1 2 3 belongs to which lane? I think 1 2 3 belongs to HR. Yes, so VLAN 1 2 3 belongs to HR. Okay, so config mode. So you need to select the interface. So FA 0/0. Here it is. So interface 0/1, right? Yes, interface 0/1. So that needs to be switched to switch port access. So VLAN 1. So it is VLAN 2, right? So we'll start from VLAN 2. Okay, VLAN HR. Okay, we'll give 2. Okay, so now exit. interface 2, switch port VLAN access, yes, and interface 3 needs to be switched to the same VLAN. So now 3 interfaces, fast Ethernet 1, fast Ethernet 2, fast Ethernet 3 assigned to VLAN 2, right? Okay, now exit. So interface, let's before that we see what are all the interfaces of VLAN 7. So it's so congested. Okay, let's VLAN 2 is HR, next one is tech, so which is nothing but VLAN 3. So 3 needs to be configured. So 4, 5 and 6. Okay, fast Ethernet 4, fast Ethernet 5 and fast Ethernet 6. Fast Ethernet 4. So switch port VLAN 3. Yes, and fast Ethernet 5. Switch port access to VLAN 3, and fast Ethernet 6 also belongs to switch port access to VLAN 3. Okay, now it is done. So you need to go for the next one, so which is interface number. Before that you need to see the interface numbers. So 10, 11 and 12. Okay, so VLAN 4 is going to be VLAN 4 is tech, VLAN 3 is tech, VLAN 4 is sales. Okay, this is nothing but sales. Okay, right. So I can go to now choose the interface 10. Okay, it enters into that. So switch port VLAN number 4 and VLAN number 11, switch port VLAN number 4 and interface 12 and VLAN number 4. So far what are all the interfaces we configured? So I think it is 1, 2 and 3 done, 4, 5 and 6 is done, and 10, 11, 12 is done. So 7, 8 and 9, right? So that needs to be configured. So 7, interface 7, that needs to be configured to VLAN number 5, 7, 8, switch port VLAN access to VLAN number 5, 9, VLAN 5. Okay, so all done. So now you can check for your communications. So now let's try for communication simulation. So now let's try for communication within the department. Okay, communication is initiated from HR department. Okay, teacher switch. Okay, destined. Okay, acknowledgement received. Okay, communication is taking place within the department. So let's try for communication between two departments. So in the previous, before defining this, creating this VLAN, so communication was done, whereas now let's check for HR department and sales department communication. So communication cannot be performed because there is a restriction. We are creating a virtual LAN, right? So here let's go for some other communications. Even though it is connected with one single switch, so communication cannot be performed. Look at communication cannot be performed because of virtual LAN connection, right? So communication here in this case, even though it is connected with the one common switch, so there is a restriction for each virtual LAN. So communications cannot be performed between the departments, right? So this is what it's a virtual LAN for this is a logical connection. There is no cost involvement here. So there is a least expensive process where within the department we have a separate LAN for secured connections, right? So we'll discuss one more example in the next video. Thank you.